Man, until I get my viewers popping off, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start talking this shit. The viewers are
0.
yeah. You should have like in a minute though. Man, what I need, man, bro, nigga, like, I need my shirt to be made and shit, man.
You try to get your own franchise going?
Oh, hell yeah.
You try to get your own clothing line together?
Feel me? I'm trying to get everything possible and shit. Yeah. If I ain't getting everything possible, I don't know what the fuck called it. Feel me? But yeah, now I was saying this shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, but like if I have if I have a son, like it'd be different. Like if I have a daughter doing this shit, because I don't want my daughter, you know what I'm saying, bro, to be feeling herself, bro, be feeling like she grown as fuck, and then bro be going out and shit, partying and shit, bro, without.
What's your biggest concern if you want that? I mean, be realistic. I mean, what's your biggest concern if you have a kid?
Damn, everybody, man, damn, everything gonna be different and shit, nigga. Like I ain't gonna be the same, nigga. Like I ain't gonna have time for nothing, nigga. But my daughter or my son, if I have either one of them two and shit, like either one of them two and shit, like everything gonna be different, like for real, like.
So, what will be the first news if you have a daughter? You know, what will be the first news if you ever have a daughter?
Gonna stay around my daughter all the time, keep her safe, make sure ain't no, you know what I'm saying, pedophiles out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk to my daughter and shit, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna have to end up getting mad, beating these niggas' asses and shit, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I might have to, nigga, though, go to the store and give me a gun, bro, cause like, you never know, nigga, like, these niggas gonna be shooting shit, nigga, like, this because, you know what I'm saying.
What if you have a son?
Shit, but my son's different, bro, cause I'm telling my son how to be a man. I show my son the right steps to be a man.
And how to be a man, that is. How you tell your son to be a man if you have a future son right now?
Follow me, bro, listen to what I do, listen to what I say, you know what I'm saying, cause like you can only get one life, you feel me, and make it, so, man, so I'm gonna try to raise him, bro, like to be a good father, bro, when you grow up like me, you feel me?
So who's your best father influences in your life? Your best, like, you know, male influence you got in your life that you know and love, you know?
You talking about like fathers and...
Yeah, like your dad, uncle, or anybody.
Person I love the most is my mother and dad, though, because my dad taught me, you know what I'm saying, how to be funny. But my dad taught me, you know what I'm saying, how to keep my shit clear. My dad taught me everything, though, like, he taught me, nigga, like, bro, I'm gonna get this money, bro, and that's what I've been doing this shit for real. Nigga, look, bro, I love my mom, too, because, nigga, like, she always be worried about me, nigga, like, if I leave out without telling her, but she'll call me, get mad, like, damn, Brian, man, why you ain't tell me where you was leaving out? Everybody know my name. Yeah, I was saying, nigga, like, she'll call and tell me, damn, why you tell me you ain't leaving out? I said, oh, damn. So, like, I be forgetting, nigga, like, to call my people and shit, cause, like, so much shit be on my mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, bro, I got a granny that love me, too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it ain't...
So, back to the topic at hand. So, what if you have, like, a teenage son or daughter, you know, just acting out all wild, out of control, you know, what would you say to them?
You said, well, you talking about, like what age? Like,
let's say, like, around age, like, 12 to 14, you know, just acting real bad, acting wild, out of control.
Well, shit, if they acting wild, acting bad, you gotta whoop their ass, man, to make them learn better, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta whoop them, huh?
At the end, listen, you know what I'm saying?
But hold on, here's a little controversy. You can't whoop your kids anymore, you know?
You give a fuck about that shit.
If you whoop your kids, that's child abuse.
I don't give a fuck, but they might as well see me, they ain't gonna get shit from me.
You gotta be kind of careful with that, too. You gotta really be careful with that, you know? In certain states, if you put your hands on a kid, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that's bullshit. What the kids gonna be at?
And foster homes.
But who the fuck made up that rule? White people?
Government.
Yeah, but government white motherfucker. Shit, you made up that rule anyway. White people are so degenerate, bro. Like,
hold on. We got some audience that's white. You guys have a lot of audience that's white. But let me ask you this question. What if you found out that your son is having a kid? What would you tell your son if he was at
the age of what?
13, 14 years old?
Hell no, I ain't gonna let that shit happen, bro. No time. I seem like a lot of girls and shit, but they be at the age 15 to 16, bro, be having all these kids and shit. Nigga, I be wondering, man, nigga, like, oh, bro, like, these hoes, bro, must be out there, too, like that. Nigga, like, these girls, man, nigga, I be saying, nigga, like, they fathers or their mother don't care about them right now, for real, bro.
You got
like,
your said mouth for the parents don't get their kids.
Man, dude.
Now, let's pause this one. What if your daughter came back home saying that she's pregnant?
I'm beating her ass, bro, too. Nigga, bro, I'm beating her ass to the Moonlight Show. Man, but that shit flew in over with, bro. Put that belt to her ass and shit, but like just whoop the fuck out her, like bitch, you got a fucking kid. You know, I'm be hitting her ass hard.
Will
as
you
fuck,
take care of the grandkids?
Huh?
Will you take care of that grandkid?
Hell no, but she gotta take care of that shit. I had that baby and shit, man. I whoop her ass and shit, bro. But at the same time, bro, I'm gonna be mad to this day and shit, bro. You feel me, like.
So if your son and daughter have kids,
you know, look, like then at the same time, man, nigga, like you gonna get over that shit too. You gonna be like, damn, you feel me, like. But at the same time, man, bro, I'm gonna be pissed and shit, man, like just thinking of that shit.
What's your thoughts on peer pressure? You know.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, like people like bad influences or good influences. Let's say, for instance, you know,
I don't want my kids, nigga, like to be around good people and shit, nigga, like they have friends and shit, like I grew up with. Well, shit, like they have friends they grew up with. I'ma have them stick to them and shit. If I know their mothers and shit, bro, and their father, then everything will be all cool and shit. You feel me? But shit,
like say for instance, like peer pressure, like tell some kids to do drugs or sell drugs. You know, get into violence, fights, steal, or some good influence. You know, teaching, have friends to say, you know, you can go to school, you could be somebody. You know, peer pressure like that, like your influence. You know, people around you. What will you tell your kid? What will you tell your future kids?
Like this, I probably just tell them drugs and shit.
Drugs.
Yeah, but like, I can't stop them. Like once they grown, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't my 16 anymore and shit. I ain't gonna have custody kids because they 18. You know what I'm saying? So once they hit 10, they do the fuck ever shit. They grown as fuck.
And here's the last question. Here's one going to be hard hitting. What if you found out your son or daughter was on drugs?
You talking about like at a young age?
Yes. They didn't tell you till they got, you know, to a right age or so.
I'm taking their ass to therapist. I'm taking their ass somewhere and get that and get that shit cleared up.
I'll take them to therapy.
Hell yeah, because
that's smart.
Hell yeah, because I don't want my son, you know what I'm saying, bro, going to school and shit smelling like weed and shit, bro. Then,
I'm saying like hard drugs.
I know,
like,
yeah, I know.
Like
I know,
crack
like,
cocaine,
yeah, like shit
heroin.
like that. Yeah, like that's all about to get to. I don't want my kids, you know what I'm saying, to go into school, but they smell like strong drugs, like weed, heroin, they acting funny, bro. They own shit, you feel me? Then they call me like, Mr. Cambridge. Yeah. So did you know your son on multiple drugs and shit? Oh no, I ain't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then I probably can get my kids taken away from that shit. But then I'll be like, damn, what the fuck is going on? I'll be like, damn, that shit weird. But then nigga, I gotta think about it like now. I ain't been watching my kids or nothing. So nigga, so like if I do have a kid, but I'm gonna try to be a good father and shit though, cause I love kids and shit. I got a little baby cousin and shit. I love that. I be playing with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? That we be having fun. You know what I'm saying? I be smacking them with the little pillows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be teaching my baby cousin how to fight. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got brothers and sisters and shit, man, that I taught how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I know my people got hands and shit. So. Man, nigga, know my dad boxed shit, like he taught me how to fight and shit, so I know how to whoop a nigga ass and shit. You know, nigga, no doubt about that. You feel me?
All right. Any input?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I bet you, bro. If I have a daughter, bro, my daughter gonna be pretty as fuck though. Like, no, nigga, like no doubt about it, nigga. And my son handsome as fuck, so you feel me? Like it is though. So I know that for a fact though.
What would the message be as you speaking throughout the kid? What would you say to the kids if you got a nice message for them?
I got a nice message for them.
Yeah, nice message.
I tell them and shit. Bro, grow up and be good, bro, get this money. know what I'm saying, man? But don't worry about no females and shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the drugs and shit. Don't worry about robbing and stealing shit, bro, because that shit can get you in trouble and shit, bro. You can, like, worry about finding the job and getting his money and shit, you feel me? Like, ain't nothing to it, you know what I'm saying, but to do it, you feel me?
Ain't nothing to it but to do
man,
it.
But don't never say I can't do it. How many you got on there?
Probably 10. So any last word before we go?
Oh, yeah, but shout out to all my fans and shit out there, you know what I'm saying? Salute y'all, bro, for my mixtape, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I still got to get CDs, but from an off-the-wall mixtape, I remember people...
We gotta get a lot of mix and master before we can think of all that.
Yeah. I remember people was asking me, man, do they need my CD and shit? But I ain't really been on this shit because I've been working, you know what I'm saying? I've been getting this money and shit, you feel me? Like money and shit I gotta do, like at the house, you know what I'm saying, to pay this court fine and shit, you know what I'm saying, and all that fines for court shit, I gotta take care of that shit first, bro, before I worry about the studio and shit, you feel me?
You got one friend request. You got one friend request.
That's what's up, yeah.
So that's all for now?
Yeah, but hey, look, so I'm gonna go live later on, nigga, like before my cousin leave though, you feel me? So like we gotta get our phone to rest, so but we'll get back at y'all though, you feel me?
We'll be back in 1 hour. Peace.